phenotypic traits exhibited by plasmids. जैसे हमने डिस्कस किया कि what are the benefits that microbe can enjoy in the presence of plasmids. So when plasmids are present, they can exhibit different type of beneficial traits that help the microbes to survive in the environment. For example, some plasmids, they contain genes that mediate antibiotic resistance of microbes. और आजकल ये बहुत बड़ा कंसर्न है कि जितनी भी एंटीबायोटिक्स दी जाती हैं डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ इन्फेक्शंस को ट्रीट करने के लिए, तो दे आर नॉट सो इफेक्टिव. तो उसकी वजह क्या है? उसकी वजह ये है कि माइक्रोब्स ने विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम एंटीबायोटिक्स के अगेंस्ट जो है वो रेजिस्टेंस डेवलप कर ली है. And this resistance against the use of different antibiotics, it is mainly encoded by those genes that are present on the plasmids. So this is one of the advantage that bacteria can have. So whenever antibiotic it is given to a patient, then microbes, they can produce different type of enzymes that can degrade or modify the target antibiotics, and even the antibiotic, if it is enter into the bacterial cell, it is being expelled. So the antibiotic resistance, it is one of the advantage that bacteria is enjoying. So secondly, it is not introducing only antibiotic resistance, but it also helps the microbes to produce different type of antibiotics. So when microbes, they are producing antibiotics and living in nature, then if some other competitors, they are present within the environment, so they can be killed because of the action of antibiotics that those microbes are producing that are having the plasmid. In addition to that, बहुत सारे complex compounds होते हैं नेचर में, जैसे aromatic compounds है, तो microbes इनको naturally degrade कर देते हैं. तो ये जो degradation का जो process है, तोड़ फोड़ का जो process है under nature, ये भी वो genes mediate करती हैं जो कि plasmids पे होती हैं. So in addition to that, some proteins that are toxic in nature, that may be enterotoxigenic or simply toxic proteins like hemolysins, they are also produced by certain microbes that contain the plasmids. So such proteins like hemolysins, if they are produced, they can degrade the red blood cells. So another advantage that microbes can enjoy while living in the nature, especially in the contaminated environment, like if metals they are present, especially heavy metals, then such plasmids can increase the ability of microbes to survive in the presence of metal stress. Nowadays, because of rapid industrialization, different type of heavy metals, they are being released in the environment. So here microbes, they are very beneficial or excellent agents to transform such heavy metals so that the environment, it is decontaminated and it again become reclaimed for other activities. Like if soil it is contaminated, so it again can be used for agricultural purposes if microbes can transform heavy metals. Another advantage that microbes can have, it is because of the presence of TI plasmids or tumor induction plasmids in some microbes like Agrobacterium tumefaciens. If it is having a plasmid DNA, then after wounding to plants, such microbes can introduce a portion of plasmid which is called as tDNA that can induce tumorous growth. And other important mechanisms that are encoded by plasmids, it is host controlled restriction and modification that we discussed in last chapter, that some methylases enzymes or endonucleases enzymes, they can also be produced by certain plasmids. So overall, the size of the plasmid, it may ranges from a few base pairs to a few thousand base pairs to several thousand base pairs, and its molecular weight, it may be 1 into 10 raised power 6 to 200 into 10 raised power 6 Daltons. So what are the different advantages? Plasmid encoded beneficial traits may include antibiotic resistance, and it is also one of the parameters that we can use in gene cloning to select our recombinant transformants. Then antibiotic production is there, degradation of aromatic compounds, and hemolysin production, sugar fermentation, because plasmids also encode some genes that can convert sugars into acetic end products, gases, and even alcohols. Then enterotoxin production is there, heavy metal resistance, it is also there. Then production of certain antibiotics like bacteriocin, induction of plant tumors, hydrogen sulfide production, and some enzymes that mediate host controlled restriction and modification. These are the different traits that are mainly beneficial, that are exhibited by different type of microbes. So at least they are beneficial to those microbes that are having or harboring a different type of plasmids. But in nature, there are some plasmids for those any function it is not well elucidated or known. So those plasmids that do not contain well-known functions, they are called as cryptic plasmids. So overall, we can conclude here that if microbes, they contain extra chromosomal DNA in the form of plasmids, then they can enjoy selective advantage under natural conditions.